Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for January 18th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair is closed down during today's session. We are, as you can see, moving to the downside. We are looking for this pair to potentially, on a reversal, go up to 83.17, possibly moving down to 81.93. Look for some resistance around 82.75 and look for some support around 82.00. Now looking at the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair closed up during this session, did break previous resistance but not by much, pulled back to close within line of previous resistance. We are looking for this pair, however, to potentially go as high as 135.91, possibly as low as 131.75. Look for some resistance around 134.66 and look for some support around 133.15. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair continues to move to the upside. However, it did have a very strong move up but pulled back significantly prior to the close. Not sure if this run is going to continue. Hopefully it will continue to the upside. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. Look for it to potentially go as high as 161.37, possibly moving down to 158.04. Look for some resistance around 160.60 and look for some support around 159.50. Now the US Swiss, this particular pair closed down during today's session, had a very strong tail on it, very long tail on it, but did pull back prior to the close. Overall, this pair is moving sideways. Looks like we might start having a bias to the downside. Just have to wait and see. Look for this pair to potentially go as high as 197.32, possibly as low as 0.9492. Look for some resistance around 0.9658 and look for some support around 0.9515. Now, as far as news announcements go, we have the pound releasing their jobless claims change for December at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus on that is that it has improved from a negative 1.2K to a 0.0K. We also have the New Zealand dollar releasing their consumer price index for the fourth quarter at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that the CPI has risen from 1.5% to 4.0%. That'd be a pretty significant jump for the CPI for one quarter. Now looking at, we have the Chinese releasing their real gross domestic product for the fourth quarter at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. They're showing a drop from 9.6% down to 9.4%. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that one as well. Now, as far as what I'm looking at during this next session, we have the Euro-USD that has created a swing trade opportunity over the past 3 sessions. Right here, and we have a potential for a breakout. Let me zoom back in actually, and we'll take a look at what that actually looks like. There we go. We'll bring this down a little bit, draw our trend line, and then back out and identify potential places for exits. Basically, we're looking for a buy off of this trend line. We have a swing trade opportunity, have a lower low than the bar before it and after it, and a lower high than the bar before and after it. Draw your trend line, look for a breakout to the upside. Now let's zoom in a little bit, or zoom out rather, and look for potential places of exit. We have one area here, this high, this session's high, that could be a potential exit. Be a pretty quick trade here. Looking to grab about 30 pips on that trade. The next area really that we have some clear-cut potential for a reversal here is pretty good ways up. So let's zoom back in and kind of get an idea of what this looks like for this next session. We have about a 30 pip move to the upside, potential break. I do believe we'll get through that fairly quick. And then we have a run up of 225 pips, 200 to 225 pips up from there. So in this particular case, you could just go for the quick 30 pips, or potentially go for the quick 30 pips, move to break even, and see if it will run up another several hundred pips. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.